My name is Affair, and I'm an Alarm Copter server of Joyous Win.
Hello.
And today we're on the not so popular Viaduct. To be fair, it's our last running of the Koth maps, partially because we find them a little bit boring. Exceptions can be made, but you know, this is the last hurrah for Koth maps today.
Yeah, fun to play, but not so much fun to watch, just because it's kind of all... Yeah, it's pretty much stuck all in one area, and... I mean, this is probably the best of the Koth maps, in my opinion. You know, it's certainly not Nucleus, so that's at least something.
Yeah, Nucleus I thought was a bit... Nucleus is this thing, we had fond memories of Nucleus. To get, you know, playing it and stuff like that. But that's the point, playing it. Watching it is like, they're kind of getting to the point. But anyway, let's have a look at the team, see what's going on here. Well, as you may have noticed, there are quite looks at some, you know, clans on, but no, these are just, you know, pub guys. They're just organising. It's kind of like the militia group of the tournament scene, Pals battalions and such. But in any case, it looks like Red are getting on with the job. And there goes. Is that a Crockett? Is that what I think it is? A Crockett Uber launcher? Oh God, why?
That is very, very nice to see. It's just really good to see organisation on a level like that. You know, they could be secretaries for all I care.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Sometimes it's just better to have some good organisation overall, really. For the time being, I mean, can Blue Red sneak onto that point? Actually, they have. Blue's managed to get on there, and it's looking fairly equal at the moment. I mean, that's, again, one thing I do pride myself with the people who managed to collect over the last year or so, is that we've actually got really good teams coming up. Still, League should be mad as all hell if ever, you know, by Christmas. But anyway, one thing I always find about Viaduct, though, there is an absolute engineering sweet spot in this map, and it's right there. I was there. That's Shaggy for you.
Yeah, that kind of area does pretty much seem to be built for engineers just to chill out in. I mean, that is kind of the status quo of any Viaduct game, and you generally don't see engineers anywhere else. And if you do, it's kind of... It catches people off guard for a little bit, but then all their stuff is gone after 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, nice work there by Swift. Staying on the point there with a couple of other guys against the Uber, like, I need to cap this, need to cap this, need to cap this, need to cap this. You know, that's nice cap work right there. You know, a little bit more conscious and gets the time on side. And right now, again, there's nothing in the times here. But yeah, I agree with you on that engineer chill out point. The problem I find is with not so pro teams, it just becomes an absolute stuck area. One person gets the main point, nobody else can seem to get it. If you're playing very pub teams and nobody wants to play medic.
Well, that's sort of an interesting thing with there's a pro variation of this map that is sort of like a homebrew version, I guess, of the map, where that area actually has like a pass through to the other side of the map, and it's quite an odd balance, but it actually works a lot better than this map standard does.
Yeah, no, I agree. I've seen that around actually on the U-tubs. And yeah, I love that version because it gives a bit more flankism. To be fair, this is the worst flanking map. There's no other way to go other than through the middle. I mean, it's a real meat grinder.
Yeah, this is pretty much, if you're a spy, you basically either have to be really good at pressing A and D just to get past people, or just go full dead ringer and just run into people so you'll go invisible.
Yeah, that's the thing. I find, you know, this is not a great pyro map. You're pretty much limited to being the M2 reflect guy. You can't really do much backburner fun stuffs. Anyway, looking at it, I think Red might have achieved final victory. Blue got in there for a bit, but they just couldn't hold on to it, and this is looking quite good for Red right now.
Yeah, really, the problem is they've managed to push back, and then, you know, again, kind of like with Snakewater, the problem was with that, it's pretty much just choke points once you go past a certain part of the map, and, you know, same can be said for this map. It is 3 choke points that Blue have to come out of. And, you know, you could basically just man that with a demo man each. And considering they've got Shaggy, he's basically 3 demo men anyway.
Yep, oh crikey, look at Blue team. They're really trying to put the pub push on. Trying being the operative word. They're getting in there though, they are really trying. Who's that medic? That's Chuck Stake there, all the bravery. Oh jeez, now they've got to hold this. If they lose it once, they lose the game. So, you know, Blue have to be on this.
control point is being contested.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is what always usually happens. Is like I do love these little derpy pub pushes, and sometimes they're quite dramatic. But what ends up is like red team just moves back in and wins the game. Okay, round 2. Now, from the looks of it there, yet again, as you can see from the scoreboard there, Shaggy are pretty much just holding up the team, trying to, you know. There, you know, actually, no, doing a great job. Actually, not trying to. He was a winning team. I keep kind of forgetting this doesn't alternate round. But yeah, what do you think Blue should be doing, Matt?
To be honest, I mean, the main thing that I haven't seen from Blue at all is a sniper, and that is one of the few things on this map that really, really does work nicely, just because there's quite a few long lines of sight that, you know, it's one of the more viable classes on this map, especially out of the, you know, the sort of end 3 of the roster that you can actually do some good work with.
Yeah, actually, the sniper spot on this map is quite nice, and it's one of the few real ways to get rid of those, you know, engineered chill-out spots.
It's quite cool as well in the fact that, you know, because this map is, you know, only sort of half symmetrical, the sniper spots aren't visible to each other. So you can kind of have 2 snipers, you know, doing their thing, and, you know, there's a bunch of rocks in between them, so they never actually end up fighting each other.
And never the twain shall meet. But yeah, the thing is also, I mean, I like to be more close and personal with my sniping, and that's a good Girardi angle right there. Get on top of those rocks, fire right into the middle of that dirt mess, and you know you pissed on everyone. Now, it looks like Shaggy's back. He's gone, but yeah, this is the thing though. I mean, they're doing that thing of just ordering Shaggy and letting him fix everything. And for the time being though, it's not working as well. Blue team have really reformed quite nicely, and they're a minute ahead. But I'm seeing what Shaggy's doing there. He's got the lovely angles and that. Those sentries are just be behind that column too much, and they just can't turn and shoot him. Where he's using that lovely explosive radius on those stickies.
I have to say, actually, there's a lot of backstabs going on. I'd say that's probably another really, really good option on this map. If people can play Spy, if they can get to the backfield of the other side, then it works really nicely because of the fact that, you know, there's 3 places where the other team are going to be coming from. There's very few surprises. It's just a difficult thing to actually get past the midpoint just because of how much crap there is going on in there. Once you pass there, though, it's great fun.
Saying one thing there. Oh, and there's Kerouac. Double stab there. Nicely done. Thing is, with red team, they just move right on up, though. I mean, blue team kind of struggles to keep the point, but red team just glomps right over it and then goes from there. And they're bringing back that time, though. They are, you know, blue had to get back on that before it's too late. Also, nice little shout out there, Seb and Francis using Brock's locks. You know, Venture Brothers represent.
The control point is being contested.
But yeah, Battlefield's looking a bit grim, a bit out there now. I mean, red's just all over that. And we saw earlier, you know, first half of this, blue was having to fight right on the point and just hold it. And then now what's happened is they're pushed all the way to the back. There's no reserve line. Posh, really? I always thought that was kind of working class scum, really. I don't, you know, use elongated vowels or overpronounce O's. But in any case, enough about me, about everybody else. But for the time being, though, yep, and red has snuck into the lead. Blue needs to get capping. Oh, who was that demo night though? That was some nice work, just trying to get red team away, but it didn't really work. Oh, they got the point back, and then red are going for that instant recap. I think that's what.
This really does seem to be the problem in general with Blue's sort of method of play is, you know, they manage to chuck everybody in and cap the point, and they kind of don't have anywhere to go after that. And, you know, in some ways it is kind of to blame, you know, the map is partly to blame, but because red are already there to kind of, try and come back onto the point, you know, blue don't have anything to push up against. They're pretty much stuck trying to defend the point on the point, and yeah, red are actually managing to move past it. So it's if blue can make one good push, they might be able to sort of get into a bit of spawn camping.
I think the other problem here is that blue are only using one medic and red are using two, and you know, we're gonna look at it. I mean, Chuck Stake and Scarg, both good players, and they know what they're doing. And this is the thing. I think Red Team just got the ability to move onto a point if they need to. And talking about that now, Blue are back in the ascendancy. Blue will try and keep this though. This is the problem. They get the point and they kind of lose it straight afterwards. This is looking good though. Now here's the thing. Blue needs to get up there and move. They need to try and keep Red away and Vanguard. Swift there, the bravest engineer.
Ends in 60 seconds. The control point is being captured.
Ooh, I am not sure how this is going to go. I mean, Red, the time is ticking down. It's getting to equal. The Red are coming back. Where did Blue Team go? Did they all just die again?
Yeah, that was a very, very good sort of chance there. They definitely tried to move it up, but I mean the problem was I think they kind of missed a good window of opportunity there as well to put get a little engineer placement up as well, because that would have been nice just to support the backfield so that the rest of Blue could have carried on, chucking towards Red's spawn choke points.
Oh, what is this? Oh, that went too early. What happened there with that Uber? That could have really helped out the game, but it just turned up way too early. And Red have that, but that was a lot closer game. Good work, Red. Okay, round 3. Now, one thing I'm kind of noticing though with Red Team, one thing they're doing very, very well is actually they've got an engineer using a mini sentry, and that's actually really helping out a lot for covering foreign alerts. Whereas Blue, we've seen these big sentries come up, they're not so adequately placed, and that's the thing, those sentries never seem to get in the gears. The minis might be more the way for this.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's very, very difficult to, considering that the choice NG placement is so close to the point. You know there's going to be fighting going on there. You haven't really got time to try and build a level 3, or even level 2 to be honest. Whereas a mini sentry, that's sort of the good one. There's good areas on here as well. I won't point them out, but there's good areas where you can sneak a mini sentry in and people won't quite know where it's coming from. And you may not kill anyone, but you'll lay down some really, really good supporting fire, and it can be the kind of thing that just annoys an enemy team and just puts them off their playing. Yeah,
no, I agree with that. Nice little mini sentry, the ones that are inverted. You have to run past them, and you get shot in the arse. Like, wait, what is this? Where did this come from? I mean, those are some excellent little sentry placements if you can get those down. Oh, Cerno there, unlucky, but yeah, trying to fix the problem there. But yeah, look at Blue though, that level 3 sentry. That is nasty up. He's learnt his lesson, move that forward a bit, keep getting shaggy range.
The control point is being contested.
But this is looking good. This is the thing, the weird thing is Blue Team gets the initial advantage on so hard, and then they seem to lose it, but right now they're looking very strong.
Yeah, I mean, thinking about it as well, it does seem to be sort of a common pattern on a lot of these games is that whatever team Shaggy is on, obviously a few people will also join that team, and it sort of becomes, a standard team that we see quite often. They will often sort of stomp for the first couple of rounds, but then the other team starts to learn, and that's when, you tend to see every game gets a little bit more equal until actually the tables turn.
Oh god, I love learning in this game. It is a darling little process, and it really does separate, in my opinion, players who just try to win the game from people who try to have a bit of fun and try to actually get on with it. For people who like fun, want to explore the game, I feel, a bit more than people trying to win do. And, it's lovely when they start learning like that. But look at Blue Team though, this is looking like a complete whitewash. This is exactly what you said. I mean, here's the thing, Red Team are struggling to get to the front and Blue is pushing so hard. And that's one thing Blue have learned, start spamming that little chill out area. They're Swift, not having a good time with this. This is looking grim for Red today, with this particular match.
Actually, I think a lot of it is coming down to just some really, really good engineer work. I think a lot of the red guys now are they're worried about what's going to happen as soon as they come around these corners, and as well as that, a couple of rocket jumping soldiers, especially Seb Ben Francis. I saw him earlier on. He tried to jump around the corner, and a sentry basically takes him completely off course. And those things are basically demons for basically wrecking any rocket jump you try.
Yep. Oh, but look at this. Red have come back, but 22 seconds on the clock. That is not a comfortable time. But yeah, that's the thing. I keep seeing that Pyro keep coming up to that sentry, but he is being quick fixed, and for some strange reason, he's got a very good knack of knowing when that sentry is in trouble. I feel like team comms are on. I think it's super things are on the background here. I'm loving these preparations for December. Here's the thing though, blue aren't too far away. This time they haven't been properly backed out. They're trying to muscle in. Oh, look who's that engineer. Error the nerd. I don't give a fuck, motherfucker. This is how I roll. Look at him. He's just dancing around red end area trying to do stuff. You know, that's the kind of bravery I love seeing anybody.
And the good thing is as well, he's running around and, you know, he was basically chucking mini after mini and getting them destroyed. But in that midpoint, there's so many people dying, you've pretty much got at least, you know, every other second, someone's dropping a weapon that's pretty much worth 100 metal anyway.
Yep, that's the thing. As I forget, weapon collection actually is, you know, good for engineers. And if you're playing like Widowmaker, essential play. But look at this, blew it back on there though. Oh, look at that! Look at NG placement. That's lovely. Baby Cookie there, trying to fix the problem, trying so hard. Oh god, no! I think this is over. 11 seconds. I think Red are really going for the push now. Is what Chuck's taking him. Oh my god, Blue Red are holding on with fingertips here. Oh jeez, really? And Red are still in the game. Okay, now all Blue have to do is cap this to win, but god damn, this was a match and a half. This is the thing though, can Red hold this? I mean, this will be one for the history books.
Yeah, I don't know if they can, but I have to admit that was a hell of a good wipe of Blue there. That was pretty much everyone on Red came in and wrecked everything.
The mini up. Oh god, it is Swift. I think Error the Nerd again. He is just in there the entire time, really just trying to get them off. Oh, I think it's over. Oh no, there's a Pyro on the point, and oh wow, jeez. All the pushes today. That was excellently done. Nice work there from Blue Team.